All right, so I got another video coming at y'all right quick, man. And it's stemming from something that I said on my Facebook, man. I said I blame men for the state of the women today. Shit crazy out here. And I'm gonna explain why I said what I said. We all know that women don't be honest with each other. We see this on a day-to-day basis. You know what I'm saying? Women don't love each other, man. Women don't care enough about their friends to tell them the truth. And we see that. You know what I'm saying? But this is just my opinion. I feel like if men stop dealing with the women that's overweight, bad attitude, shit, just women that they don't even really like, we wouldn't see what we see today. I truly believe that the reason why the women carry on the way they carry on is because they still get attention. It don't matter how big she is. It don't matter how foul her fucking spirit is. She still gonna get attention because men still willing to have sex with her. And it's not something that I'm just coming up with. This ain't something that I've watched niggas my whole life say they was gonna take one for the team. I've watched niggas my whole life try to explain why they fuck with the campus thought, cause he getting cracked on. And that nigga, his response is, I was in a drought. This is the reason why this shit looked the way it looked, man. Can we be honest? Women feel like they don't have to change because somebody's still willing to deal with them. Cause you gotta really be honest. If you take a short man, right? You take a short man, he's short, fat, ain't got no money, bad attitude, bad personality. He gonna be one of these incel niggas like the rest of these dudes that's out here. The ones he's short, fat, play video games all day. You know what I'm saying? No personality, no money. He be by himself. But when you take the female version of that, somebody's still willing to have sex with them for free. If he in a drought or shit, if he just want to have the bragging rights of knocking her down, he just want to try it out. That's why we see what we seeing, man. Cause like I'm just being honest. The shit that I've seen these last couple of days after Kevin Samuels died, that shit is disgusting. I've never seen this before in my life. Ever. I've never seen this shit before in my life. But it's like, it stems from women not ever being told the truth. That's what it stems from. It stems from women never being told the truth. And it comes from one, single parent households. Because 9 out of 10, it's going to be your daddy that's going to give you the real. That's who's going to usually tell you that. It's going to be your father that give it to you straight up and down. But we got most of our sisters being raised out here without a father, and they get out in the real world and they got these warped way of thinking. But then when you hear the truth of the situation, that shit sound like foolishness. It sound like hate speech. It sounds like bashing. You gotta really think about it. When you talk about bashing, we talking about decades of black men ain't shit. Black men ain't no good. Black men are drug addicts. Black men are deadbeat fathers. Black men are lazy. Black men, but guess what? It was a level of that shit that was true. And it was a group of men. You gotta really think about it. The majority of the black men that was growing up in those time periods that was hearing that shit, they made a change so they wouldn't fit into the categories of those type of niggas. That's what we seen. And we can tell that by the numbers today. Black men ain't doing what they was doing 40 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago. But women never got that critique. That's the same thing Shahrazad Ali was saying. Black women wasn't getting the critique that the black men was getting. So you seen black men starting to change. But black women, they never had to get that. So you got a brother like Kevin Samuels who, the only difference between Kevin Samuels and every other man on the fucking planet is the fact that he had, one, the charisma, and the patience to talk to women directly like that without it going off the rails immediately. You gotta really think about it. He got hundreds of calls of women calling in, just being honest about their situations, and he explained it to them like a father would. Hey, your situation kind of messed up. You probably should just try to deal with the men that actually love you, not the men that fit your boxes. Because the men that fit your boxes, they kind of gonna move like this, and the way that you're talking, you're not gonna want that. You're not gonna want a dude that want multiple women, because let's be honest, most dudes in America that make a lot of money, they're not dealing with one person. Let's be honest, most dudes in America that make a lot of money, they not walking around with fat girls. That's not being mean, that's not bashing. And then one of the main issues that I have about when women be talking about this bashing shit, right? I studied health promotion in college. And we started studying about diseases. We started studying about chronic disease. We talking about heart disease, diabetes, high blood pressure. We talking about cancer. Every category of sickness, blacks and Hispanics lead that shit by a huge margin. And the number one factor for this shit is being overweight. Our fucking race are dying at alarming rates because we are overweight. And when we get mad when a black man tell you that you need to lose weight, fuck getting a man. Move that shit out to the side. You should be trying to do that shit just for your own personal health. Our community is dying at alarming rates because of this shit. And y'all get mad at a man for saying, hey, you might want to lose a little weight. You know what I'm saying? You too young to be this big. For you to have no children, you too big. The number one factor for black people that was dying from COVID was because they was fucking fat, man. Overweight, man. Pre-existing conditions. You caught COVID and died because your ass was unhealthy. You couldn't fight this shit off because your body was weak. But we get mad at a black man for trying to help. Because let's be honest. All these women out here, they got all these friends and they allowed you to get big like that. They allowed you to get big. They never said anything to you. I'll never forget this shit. This is my first time seeing my uncle in months. I'm talking about, it might have been years. This is my very first time seeing, I'm at work, and he had dropped something off. He said, damn, man, you getting big? That's the first fucking thing he said to me. That was the first fucking thing he said to me. Like, damn, man, you getting big, ain't it? I worked out that fucking day. Cause I needed to hear that shit. You just going along with your life. You just going along because let's be honest, man, life get hard sometimes. You ain't thinking about that shit. Let's be honest, you get into that routine. You wake up, you go to work, you come home, you sleep, you eat, you sleep, you go back to, you know what I'm saying? You go back to work. Let's be real. I needed him to say that to me. But black women be around their friends all the time and they not getting that. Ain't nobody telling them that they need to check that shit. What they doing? They sitting there telling them, nah, girl, you look good. You fine. But that shit wouldn't be substantiated if you niggas wasn't laying down with them, man. That's the problem. Let's go into this Bible right quick, bro. Y'all, oh my God, bro. The dude be getting on my nerves sometimes with this bullshit, bro. Let's be real. Let's be real. Watch this. Let's be real. If dudes only dealt with the women that they was willing to marry, we wouldn't have these fucking issues. This is Exodus chapter 22, verse 16. And if a man entice a maid that is not betrothed and lie with her, he shall surely endow her to be his wife. Now imagine if we start doing this. Imagine if we forced these men. When you lay down with a sister, that's your fucking wife. We don't care if you don't like her. We don't give a fuck. We don't care if you talking about she got a bad attitude, she fat, her eyes cocked. It doesn't matter, nigga. You shouldn't have laid down with her. That's why these sisters be emboldened to do this shit. Because they feel like they okay. Like the scriptures say, they screaming peace, peace, when it ain't no fucking peace. Because they think because they getting a little bit of attention on social media that they life is okay. Where your friends gonna be at when that doctor say, hey, you got 6 months to live, if you don't change your life, you gonna die. Are they gonna be standing there telling you the same shit? Oh no, girl, you okay? Let's go to the gym. Are they gonna be there for you when you doing that? This the problem. This the problem right here. This the problem. This is Sirach chapter 23, verse 17. All bread is sweet to a whoremonger. He will not leave out till he die. This the problem, man. This the problem. Because all bread is sweet to a whoremonger. They like the skinny girls. They like the fat girls. They like midget girls. They like girls with bad attitudes. They like the sweet ones. They like the smart ones. They like the dumb ones. They even run up in a sister with mental illness. We see this shit all the time. If we was forcing these men, if we had the power to force these men to do that, this shit'll cease. I blame the men. I blame the men because you want to know why a lot of these women act like this? They grew up without their fucking dad. You want to know what happened in that situation? The same situation of how what I'm saying right now. You was taking one for the team. You was dealing with a woman that you didn't even fucking like, and y'all had a child. Y'all wasn't supposed to be together in the first place, but y'all made a child. Y'all can't get along for 10 fucking minutes, but y'all had a child. If you can't discipline yourself not to stick your rod in anybody, bro, you don't deserve to be on the planet, my nigga. And God gonna prove that when Christ returns. All you niggas is gonna die that can't discipline yourself. 66% of black men are gonna die in America. 66% of the black women gonna die in America. That's what the Bible say. Because you can't control yourself. Let's read it again. This is Sirach chapter 23, verse 17. All bread is sweet to a whoremonger. He will not leave off till he die. That's what we see in the black community, man. Brothers don't give a damn what they stick their penis in. Let's be real. They don't care. They don't care if she got a bad attitude and she ain't fit for marriage. He wasn't planning on fucking marrying her in the first place. They don't care that she overweight and she look like she ain't gonna make it past having a child. They don't care that she overweight, she don't look like she gonna make it past 55, 60 years old. You weren't planning on growing old with this sister. I'm tired of this shit, bro. Tobit chapter 8, verse 7. And now, O Lord, I take not this my sister for lust, but uprightly, therefore mercifully ordained that we may become aged together. That's not what our brothers is doing. That's not what our brothers is doing. They following after they lust. And they putting a battery in the back of these sisters, man. Let's be real. And niggas always thought I was lame growing up. High school, college, because I wasn't sticking and moving like that. I'm gonna just be honest. My father told me something when I was in the 9th grade. That shit stuck with me. So I looked at myself in a higher regard when it came to the sisters. I only talked to sisters that I actually fucking liked. There's not one sister that can say that when I spoke to them, I didn't actually like them. I wasn't going after those sisters just to have sex with them. And this was before the Bible. All praise to the Most High that he didn't allow me to just dive off into my fucking lust. Because I honestly don't think I would make it in the truth if I had all this sexual experience. I don't. My lust would have took me over. I'm telling you, this the reason why these sisters so bugged out, man. Because it don't matter how bad they get, bro. It don't matter how horrible they are as a person. It doesn't matter how disrespectful they are. It doesn't matter how out of shape they are. It doesn't matter how bad it don't matter how bad they vagina smell. It doesn't matter how bad her hair is. It doesn't matter. These niggas gonna lay down. We see it. We see the photos, be like, damn, what the fuck have sex with her? You see some of the most busted sisters ever. Pregnant. How? Why? Then they carry themselves with this arrogance like they the shit. I can't do nothing but blame the men, man. Where's she getting this arrogance from? We don't see fat, short niggas with no money that's got arrogance like that because they not getting no attention from the opposite sex. What the fuck you arrogant for? What you got all this bass in your voice for? Then they make the point, right? And this how I know women don't be being honest. And this is why I got to put it back on the men, because if the women ain't gonna be honest, who job is it to teach, man? Who job is it to make sure they stay in order? It's the men. You know how many lies go through that Bible coming from women? Come on, man. Y'all better stop making excuses and stop laying down with these sisters, man. Y'all some evil niggas, man. Then we wonder why. We like, well, why the sisters acting like this? It's y'all fault, nigga. It's y'all fault. Like the scripture say with Miriam, he said if her father would have but spit in her face, he would have been rebuking her, man. I don't know if y'all ever seen, I like to watch battle rap. You ever seen them niggas, they be yelling in their face? When they get a close up when they get a close up with the videos, they be spitting all on the niggas' face, man. That's what it's talking about. You correcting the bad behavior. When you got to raise your voice 9 out of 10, you're gonna start spitting. It is what it is. But we don't like to do that. We don't like to tell these sisters that they going off. We don't like to tell these sisters that, hey, you probably need to change this, and that. And the crazy part about it, and this the part that I kind of love, though. This the part that I love. It's being a drastic separation between the good and the bad in our community, man. It's becoming a drastic situation. You don't think God out here separating the riffraff? He said the tare's going to be buying up in bundles and burnt. But y'all keep on playing these games with these sisters, man. You got to really think about it, man. I'm watching all these sisters. They talking about some Kevin Samuels became a millionaire, all bashing and tearing down the women. Let's just be real, my nigga. If he was pandering to the sisters, he would have been an even bigger billionaire. Let's be real. And it wouldn't have took him as long as it did, because he was talking to men long as hell and never got no money. Let's be real. We see, take it for example, right? Rebecca Lynn Pope. Just a couple years ago, she was talking about how she had to stop working with women because they so unrealistic, right? She had to stop working with women because they so unrealistic. Y'all asking for things that y'all can't do yourselves, and y'all just skipping over good men because of something that's on your list, right? She was making money off the women. She went to try to start a church. Well, she didn't understand. The prophets out here teaching that church money ain't the same no more, is it? That church money ain't the same. Because guess what she's doing now? She's spinning the block. Talking about some black women is running circles around black men, and the problem is black men can't keep up. Hey, dumbass, nothing has changed from the last time you said what you said. Her pockets was hurting, so she got to come back and pander to the sisters. That church money ain't the same, is it, Rebecca? You need to change your damn name. That church money ain't the same. Them prophets out there, y'all losing members every day. Because them prophets out there teaching every day. But y'all talk about Kevin Samuels making money off giving sisters advice. When y'all watched this nigga Derrick Jackson life for years. Y'all watched this nigga Derrick Jackson life for years. Became a millionaire off lying to our sisters. He became a millionaire. And when it came out that this nigga was lying, he was cheating on his wife, doing the exact same things that he was saying in his videos. Y'all ain't going after this nigga like this, man. Y'all was not going after him. You know who black women went after? They went after his fucking wife. What type of shit is that? This man been making merchandise of our sisters for years. Come to find out that he cheating on his wife with these bozos that follow his content. And black women start attacking his wife. And we expect these same women to be honest with themselves. We expect these same women to tell their friends when they going off. We watching Isaiah 3 and chapter 4 line up every day. And I'm gonna just be honest, that shit don't sound appealing. It don't. It don't. Because if you let's be honest, because most of the good women in the world right now, they're either married or they ain't got to marriageable age yet. If you say 7 women got to take hold of 1 man, those are evil fucking women that got to take hold of this man. That sounds miserable. These are evil women, man. When you read chapter 3, going into chapter 4, these are evil fucking women, man. These women evil, man. And we see why, though. We see why. These men won't leave them alone. They won't leave them alone, man. Because all bread is sweet to a whoremonger, man. The Bible say God gonna kill y'all niggas, man. That's what the Bible say. Actually, let's get it right quick. I don't want to just be saying stuff and people don't, oh man, he just talking crazy. It's Revelation chapter 21, verse 8. But the fearful and unbelieving and the abominable and murderers and whoremongers. But the Bible just, he said, all bread is sweet to a whoremonger. He ain't going to leave out till he die. That's what the Bible said. Let's get in another place. He said, but the fearful, the unbelieving, and the abominable, and murderers, and whoremongers, and sorcerers, and idolaters, and all liars. Because let's be honest, y'all niggas be lying to these sisters, man. Come on, oh man, you look good. Man, you just so sweet. Oh, you so soft and fluffy. You tell her whatever she need to hear, so she'll open her legs. The Bible said lying lips are an abomination. Y'all niggas a lie. Y'all niggas a lie to these sisters, man. To crack them open. To bend them over. And we mad at the sisters. The Bible said they ain't got no understanding. The Bible commanded the men to teach them, and y'all niggas out here lying to them. Let's read it again. But the fearful and unbelieving and the abominable and murderers and whoremongers and sorcerers and idolaters and all liars shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death. You niggas gonna die, man. You niggas gonna die. You niggas out here telling these sisters who you know got a bad attitude, who you know will pull a knife on you, who you know already pulled a pistol on you, who you know done already called the police on you. Oh, I like it because she feisty. No, nigga, she's evil. But that sex crazy though, ain't it? That sex crazy though, ain't it? Y'all some evil niggas, man. You can't tell me you ain't no evil nigga when you willing to lay down with an evil woman. How that work? How that work? You willing to stick you willing to stick a whole piece of your body inside another woman who you know is evil. You know she evil, and you willing to put yourself inside of her. Boy, God gonna kill y'all niggas, man. God gonna kill you evil niggas, man. It is what it is. God gonna kill you evil niggas, man. But we mad at the sisters because they bugged out. They was raised with no father. Never seen what the love of a man looked like. Then when they get out in the world, they got men who clearly see they have an issue. Who clearly see they not fit for no relationship. Clearly see that she unstable. And you breaking this woman down with some rod, bro. Y'all niggas is evil, man. Y'all niggas is evil, man. All praise to the Most High, man. I ain't had that spirit on me growing up, man. All praise to the Most High, because I know my life probably be destroyed right now if I was out there doing that shit. The Most High really spared me from that shit, because it's not like I wasn't on some little shit where I wasn't looking at the sister like, damn, okay, she fine. But I just wasn't in the mindset of trying to have sex with all these women, man. And a lot of you dudes are. Let's be real. All praise to the Most High. He spared me from that shit, man. I blame these dudes, man. I blame these dudes because the Bible say they the weaker vessel, man. The Bible say they the weaker vessel, man. This 1 Peter chapter 3 and verse 7. Likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge, giving honor unto the wife as unto the weaker vessel. You want to know why? Because spiritually, they not as strong as us. You know how spiritual it is to tell yourself the truth? You know how spiritual it is to tell yourself the truth? They the weaker vessel. 9 times out of 10, you have to tell a woman when she going off. If you a man and you can't be honest with yourself and self-examine, my nigga, you gonna die. It is what it is. Let's get it out the Bible. Let's get it out the Bible. This 2 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 5. Examine yourselves, whether ye be in the faith. Prove your own selves. Know ye not your own selves? How that Jesus Christ is in you, except ye be reprobates. Because can't nobody be honest with you like you can be honest with you, because you the one to know your thoughts. You the one that know what you do secretly. You the one that do, it's you. But we got our brothers out here, they just flicking and moving on these sisters that ain't got no fucking sense. They wasn't raised with a father. They don't know what it's like to be loved by a man. They don't know what it feel like to be told the truth, knowing that this person love you. They don't know what it feel like to be told the truth and it's not an attack. They don't know what it feel like to be told the truth and it's not bashing. You know it's not bashing. But we roll in these situations and y'all don't say nothing to y'all homeboy. I'm telling you, I feel like let me just be honest. It wasn't too many people around me in college that was doing that type of shit. I didn't say nothing to them. And you know what they did? 9 times out of 10, they nodded their head like, yeah, you right. Yeah, you right. They didn't stop doing what the fuck they were doing, but they acknowledged that what I was saying was real. And I can name names of some of the brothers that was, you know what I'm saying, that was on that type of time. But they ain't got to do that. And that's what we see. They wouldn't say I was bashing them. They wouldn't say that I was being mean to them or, you know what I'm saying, trying to make them feel bad. I just told them the truth and they understood that I was telling the truth. But guess what? You still gonna do what you want to do. That's what we see. That's what we see. Let's get some more of the Bible right quick. Let's get some more of the Bible. I'm telling you, we some evil people, bro. We some evil people, bro. This is Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 9. Now, I'm starting at verse 8. Now go, write it before them in a table and note it in a book, that it may be for the time to come forever and ever. Now, you got to really think about it, man. This is how evil we are as a people that God had to tell Isaiah, the prophet. He said, hey, man, go write this down what I'm about to say. Go write this down so forever they can go and read about themselves. They can always go back and read how evil they was. Verse 10, verse 9. That this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of the Lord. He said, go write it down in a book so they'll know how evil they was. They don't want to do what I say. Because Exodus 22:16 is something that he told us to do. But guess what? Our brothers like having sex with these sisters and not marrying them. We see that on a day-to-day basis. Because if you was really moving in a mode where you was only having sex with the women that you was planning on getting married to, you wouldn't have like 1 or 2 sexual partners. Most likely 1. Because if you, damn, she wife material. Okay. Ooh, she nice. Ooh, she clean up nice. She can cook. Ooh, okay, I see how she dealing with the children. She real good with children. You wouldn't be out here sticking and moving like this. But no. Let's read it again. That this is a rebellious people. We don't like doing what God say. We don't like doing what the law of God say. We don't like because think about it. How many niggas right now, if they had to go back and marry, really think about it. If men had to go back and marry their first baby mama right now, how many niggas would probably kill themselves? Let's be real. How many niggas right now, if they had to go back and marry their first baby mama, they'd rather die because they know how horrible she is as a person. But you had sex with her though. You connected your spirit to the sister though. You know how much DNA you left in that sister to put a baby in there? You know how much DNA you had to leave? You know how much DNA you left in that sister, bro, to put a whole spirit from your bloodline in there? He said that this is a rebellious people, lying children. Children that will not hear the law of the Lord, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, because that's what we see. We cheer. We cheer when people that tell us the right thing to do die. That's what we do in the black community. You don't think them evil niggas in Jerusalem was dancing and having a fucking party when they killed Christ? You don't think the Pharisees acted a fool when they killed Christ? You don't think them niggas went back to their quarters and was drinking wine and toasting and shit? Y'all don't think that? Y'all don't think they was in there? Man, we got that nigga, man. We got him. Y'all don't think that? When the Bible said, we murdered the prophets. You don't think they celebrated just a little bit to kill them men? Y'all don't think they celebrated just a little bit? Just a little bit, just a tad? Y'all don't think they threw a small little feast at the crib? Y'all don't think they threw something on the grill just to celebrate the prophets being dead? The people that come to try to help us, we kill them. That's Bible. But we tripping off the women celebrating Kevin Samuels dying. You know how low level what he was doing was in terms of the Bible? All he was telling sisters was, lose weight, be nice. The prophet's going to tell you that you're a liar. The prophet's going to tell you that you're an adulterer. The prophet's going to tell you that you was a whore. The prophet's going to tell you all throughout these scriptures what was wrong with you. And they celebrated Kevin Samuels dying. Ooh, they going to hate us, boy. But they going to be out there big. Crip walking when the prophets start dropping dead. They going to be out here dancing in the streets. Verse 10, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things. Speak unto us smooth things. Prophesy deceits. Because that's why y'all like niggas like Derrick Jackson. It's bashing. A lot of y'all black women gonna die, man. It is what it is. A lot of black women are going to die in America. If you take constructive criticism as bashing or tearing down, you're going to die. But let's get it out the Bible right quick. This Jeremiah chapter 1 and verse 10. See, I have this day set thee over the nations and over the kingdoms to root out and to pull down and to destroy and to throw down, to build and to plant. Now, when you read that, right, what does it sound like he doing? Most of the time, when you're dealing with a person who got a lot of evil in them, you got to tear that shit down first. You got to tear that shit down first. You got to tear that down first before you can build it up. You don't build on top of a bad foundation. You don't build on top of a bad foundation. That's what you don't do. This 2 Corinthians chapter 10, I'm going to start at verse 4. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds. That sound like tearing down to me. You got to correct the bad behavior. Is it going to feel good when you first hearing it? No, it's not. But it's set there to build you up later because we got to get the bullshit out to put the good stuff in. You don't put new wine in old bottles. That's what the Bible says. Verse 5, casting down imaginations. Because a lot of the delusion that a lot of the women move with is an imagination. You know this shit ain't real. You know what you thinking is bullshit. But somebody got to tell you that though. Why? Why? Did somebody got to tell you that? Verse 5, casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of God and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Christ. You're supposed to get tore down just a little bit. You can't fix your life. When you go to an addiction meeting, right? When you go to AA or something like that, the first step is to admit you got a fucking problem. But you can't, if you go into AA and you saying, you tearing me down because you trying to make me acknowledge the fact that I'm an addict, you're going to die. Imagine a drug addict telling his therapist, the doctors that's helping him out, why you tearing me down? I'm just an addict. I just been doing crack for 10 years. How you gonna tear me down like this? Bozo, just go do your crap till you die, my nigga. Get out my office. Get out my office. Our sisters getting married at a 25% clip, but they don't think nothing wrong. Everything is the man's problem. Y'all sisters crazy as hell, boy. And I blame you niggas, man. I blame you evil niggas, man. You got to. Because they wouldn't be acting like this if they want to get no attention, man. It's still somebody out there bending them over. Because you know a lot of them sisters gonna say, Kevin Samuels wrong because this dude just what the dude said on the thing? You gotta beat the Doonies down. That's what he said, right? Then they'll complain on the back end when they 40 years old, 2 children, about 2 different dudes, no prospects because you ain't as fine as you was. You used to be cute when you were 25 and fat, but when you 40 and fat, that shit look a lot different. I blame the men, man. It's sad, man. That shit's sad. Why do we have to be like that? Why? Why do we have to be like that? Man, this video getting too long, man. I'm gonna go ahead and call it, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. For real, for real. I really want to know what y'all think, man, because this what I really see in the world, bro. It shit makes me mad, bro. It makes me mad. I don't know about nobody else. And I'm really thinking about changing my damn YouTube to Angry Asa, man. This shit make me mad when I see this stuff, man. This don't bother y'all? That our sisters is this gone in the head, man? This don't bother y'all? This don't bother y'all that our brothers out here, they don't care nothing about these sisters, man. If they cared about these sisters, man, they'll stop sexing these sisters like this, man. They'll stop lying to these sisters, man. And you'll see a clear distinction between the women that's willing to get on the program and get right and get ready to go home, and the sisters that's willing to stay here and wait for that lake to hit. It bothers me. I don't know about y'all. It bothers me. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. I'm out.